Hello everyone, it's Truds here and today we've got another Destiny 2 video. Yes, we are coming thick and fast with these builds, trying to give you the most in-depth coverage of what you can do with both the seasonal artifact mods and the new Warmind bunker mods. This time we are heading over to the Hunter again for another fun build that you can take into both PvE and PvP. This one gained a lot of traction earlier in the season, especially on the arrival of Trials, but as that has tailed off a bit due to numerous issues surrounding the mode, this has gone on a bit of the back burner. It is also a build that we touched on slightly with my Warlock Storm Grenade build a few weeks ago, which was equally as strong if used correctly. If you want to check that one out, by the way, the link is in the description below. However, this Hunter variant is far easier to pull off and in certain situations a hell of a lot more toxic. So today we are going to be looking at the Lightning Strike Twice artifact mod. Costing 7 arc energy, this class item specific mod gives an increase in the recharge rate of your grenades after you throw one for a short time, with arc final blows extending the duration of this benefit. This is a great little mod as the recharge boost can be applied indefinitely in the right situations. You get an initial 5-second stat boost which is extended by 3 seconds for each arc final blow, all the way up to the maximum of 20 seconds, which can just keep getting topped up. So if you've got a wave of Thrall and Acolytes spamming you, simply throw a grenade, use an arc energy weapon and let the magic happen. This is just a great little perk. Even on its own with absolutely zero synergy within your loadout, you can make it work perfectly with little effort at all. But we are not here for the zero effort builds. We want to put a little bit of thought behind it, maximise that stat boost and get unlimited grenades, annihilating everything in sight. For this one, that's where the Hunter Exotic Gauntlets Shinobu's Vow come in. Shinobu's Vow has always been a popular choice, especially when arc builds are all the rage. Do you remember when it was extraordinarily broken during the Revelry last year? Yep, I do. And this cheeky little build is not far behind it in terms of its lethality. New Tricks is the intrinsic perk which improves skip grenades and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenades return energy when it damages enemies. Skip grenades return energy when it damages enemies. Where have we heard that before? The recharge return rate of Shinobu's Vow paired with the stat boost of the Lightning Strike Twice mod is perfectly synergised already and we aren't even trying. Basically, you throw a grenade. This initial throw is already granting you a boost to the recharge rate thanks to the mod. Then that skip grenade damages an enemy. Shinobu's Vow is now doing the work and returning grenade energy straight away. Finally, the improved tracking of skip grenades thanks to Shinobu's Vow enables it to make better choices when targeting enemies and ultimately end up with more final blows. On top of that, you've got the added bonus of an additional skip grenade thanks to the exotic perk, and so you can double down on larger waves of enemies or opponents bunched up team shooting in the Crucible. Before you know it, you've got 1 if not 2 fully recharged skip grenades at your disposal, ready to do the whole thing again. That's the initial basics of the build, and to be honest, you're all set to go wreak havoc wherever you decide to do it. But we're not done there, not in the slightest. We are maxing this build all the way up to 11, so buckle up. The recharge rate of this combo is simply not enough. You need to go all out and utilise the benefit of your discipline stat. Bang on a couple of discipline mods to get your cooldown as low as possible. Anywhere in the sub 40-second mark is ideal, with a max 100 stat being the best. You can even use the Bomber or Enhanced Bomber class item mods to further reduce the cooldown of grenades when you use your class ability, which, let's be real, as a hunter, it's your natural instinct. Or you can even use the Inversion mod to further reduce your cooldown when you collect an Orb of Light, if dodging isn't your thing. Said no hunter ever. Finally, for the PvP orientated build, you'll want to pair this one with 1 or 2 powerful friends mods. A somewhat bugged Season of the Dawn mod we have covered recently to boost your mobility stat for your dodge even further if you're using the bomber mods to enhance the cooldown. That's the essentials of the PvP build out of the way, but what about PvE? If you've seen my other Arc builds, you'll know there's tons of great mods to pair with this one. Tyrant Surge is a belter of a mod this season from the artifact. Dealing damage with an arc melee, grenade or super will instantly spawn a Warmind cell. Now this is where you can mix it up depending on your playstyle. Do you want to spec out on recharging your melee too? Then go for the Strength of Rasputin mod to collect the Warmind cell to recharge melee energy. Need a bonus overshield for tougher encounters? Then put on the Sheltering Energy mod to grant you one once you collect a Warmind cell. Do you want to buff damage output? Then the Power of Rasputin is the way to go, giving you a buffing damage to enemies highlighted by the Warmind cell. Or for the pyromaniacs out there who just want to see the world burn, burning cells is your go-to, as when you destroy the Warmind cell, not only will it do explosive damage, but it will do bonus damage over time, solar damage as well. Honestly, I'd go with the combination of Sheltering Energy and Modular Lightning mods, just to keep you down in the trenches getting a bonus overshield and doing chain arc damage when you collect the Warmind cell you create with Tyrant Surge. As for the subclass to pair it with, we are going off-piste here and we are going to pick Way of the Wind, because why the hell not? Using your arc melee will not only generate a Warmind cell, but thanks to Disorientating Blow, it will disorientate your target and nearby enemies too, which is very handy in all game modes and very underutilised. Plus, with Combat Meditation, you get a boost to the recharge rates of your melee and grenades when you are critically wounded. Seeing as you'll be in the trenches with this one somewhat with the PvE build, and PvP wise in gun battles you're likely to be in this state very often, it pairs nicely with what we are trying to achieve with the base Shinobu's Vow and Lightning Strikes Twice. Lastly, you'll get a boost to your sprint speed and recharge of your dodge thanks to focused breathing, and you are harder to kill in your super whilst dodging thanks to lightning reflexes, which is just a win-win here, ultimately rounding off this extremely strong build rather nicely. As with all of my builds, these are just the bases for you to go off and experiment yourself to what suits your playstyle, so go out there and get on it. I'd like to once again thank everybody for the incredible show of support recently. It really has made a difference to my mentality to getting you the best content I can, especially knowing how well these various build videos are going down. If there's a specific build you'd like me to cover in coming up videos, just let me know in the comment section below. Alternatively, I pretty much live on Twitter, so hit me up on there. I post multiple videos, clips and comments daily, and I'd love to hear from you. The link is also down in the description. However, if you are new here, please hit subscribe for more Destiny 2 content, and a rating down below, as always, is greatly appreciated. There's more in the pipeline, so please stick around. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.